I moved myself into the conservatory a few months back, well, at the beginning of the summer really, because I thought what a lovely place to sit and work. So Andrew was really good and he helped me move just a few things in. This is a kitchen table that I've had for years. It's, I'm not sure what you call it actually. It didn't have the wheels on there, but my son put the wheels on for me, and it just moves about and goes everywhere. Any room in the house really, but there's a few things that I keep on there. There's my cottons, and the thing I'm keeping them in is an old fruit basket. I bought it and all the metal parts were black, and the spindle in the middle was pine, dark pine actually. So I took it outside and sprayed it cream, and there, that looks beautiful for all my cottons. And at the moment this is where I sit and do my sewing. Andrew was so sweet. When I said I was moving myself into the, sorry it's juddery, but when I said I was moving myself into the conservatory, I needed a unit. So he bought me a unit, which absolutely goes there beautifully. And all I did was move things in here that are close to hand and that I use fairly regular. There's all my lovely sewing things and sari silk and laces, and at the bottom I've actually got some punches that I use. In the corner there I didn't make the unit, but I actually painted it all with chalk paint, and then I put stencils on it and moulding paste through the stencils. But what I wanted to really show you is my desk. Now this was Andrew's desk. It was an old pine desk. Well, it wasn't an old, we bought it new, but it was all pine, and I always thought it was ugly. And it has a funny kidney shape to the top, so it was quite awkward to get anything for it. But I always wanted to get a glass top for it. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show. I finally got a new glass top for it. Some lovely guys came and took a template, and then it came yesterday, it was delivered. So at last I've actually got my glass top. Well, there's the unit. That was an old pine one, but I painted with chalk paint, and then I crackled the chalk paint as well. And there's the footstool that Andrew bought me because of putting my foot up. It used to dangle and get quite sore, so the footstool came in perfect. I actually painted all of what's on the desk as well to match the desk. This is a little trinket, I suppose, little box thing I bought, little trinket holder I bought, and I painted that, and I just throw things in there. This here is toilet roll holder, and I did the same with that. I die cut circles at the bottom, about 3 or 4 circles I die cut in cardstock, and then I glued them together. Then I glued on the toilet roll holder and painted it, and did the same with that, distressed it. But these are 4 here of toilet roll holders, but it was grey board that I used, a really thick grey board, and I cut out the 4 sides. I measured everything first, put the toilet roll holders there, and then I did the bottom first with the grey board, and I stuck the toilet roll holders onto it, and then I put the sides on and adhered them to the toilet roll holders, which is gorgeous, and then did the same with that, painted and distressed them. This one houses my pokey tools, but inside there I wedged in a pin cushion so that I just plonk the pokey tools in there and they don't do any damage because they go straight into the pin cushion. This one here is for my tweezers, as you can see. This one here for various other things, my glue and my cutting knives. There's pencils, pens. Oh, and there's my beautiful, I'll just put it down there. Oh, my magnifying glass. I use this so often, and my son sent this to me. He was really sweet, actually. Came through the post one day. I said, Jumper, why did you send me that? He said, Mum, I saw you sitting at your craft desk one day. He said, and you looked as if you were struggling. So I saw this in an antique shop and I thought of you. And wasn't that nice? I knew nothing about it. So that's a little treasured item that stays there with me all the time. And then the other one houses my decorative scissors. Right, now this is what I wanted to show really, and this is for Roxy. No, it's Rachel at Roxy Creations. Now Rachel, you will never ever lose your scissors again on your desk if you made yourself one of these. What it actually is, it's a Lazy Susan, which just goes all the way around, and in the middle I glued on a cup holder, and it was an old pine cup holder, and the Lazy Susan was a pine Lazy Susan. Sorry about the glare, but the sun is blaring. It's beautiful out there today. And if you look, I did decoupage on it. I painted it the same colour as the unit, and I put some crackle on it and some moulding paste and some decoupage. And this decoupage here actually matches the bowl that's on there as well. As I said, sorry about the glare, but and then this little not sure what you'd call it actually. I'm trying to think what make it. I think it's Worcester. No, I can't remember what it's bone china anyway, and that was given to me by a very dear friend, and she left Ireland and went back to the UK, and before she left she was packing up, and she said she had all beautiful ornaments and china, and she said, Shirley, if there's anything that you like, just pick it. Well, I picked that because it matches my desk, and each time I look up when I'm crafting I remember her. But oh, it's lovely. All these things make you so happy. But again, this is for Rachel because the Lazy Susan with the cup holder takes all my scissors. So when I'm finished, I just put them back on the holder. But every time I want a pair of scissors, I know where they are and I don't have to go looking for them. So there you go, Rachel. Make yourself a Lazy Susan scissor holder. It's gorgeous. Right, while I'm at it, oh, this is what I'm still working on at the moment, which you saw in the last video. I've done a little bit more to it, but I'll be doing more this afternoon as well. And we're going up a bit further, and now you can see why I moved into the conservatory. I've only taken over half though. I still have my craft room, and I have to go back and forth when I want other things, but look at the views. It is stunning. No neighbours in the other field at the moment. We usually have some sheep, but I don't know why we haven't had any in there for a long while at the moment. But these are usually in my craft room. That's a little clock that I painted and did shabby chic with it as well. And there's also another little unit there that I did the same thing, painted. The little jug I didn't though, I bought that, and the little pottery bowl there, I bought that as well, but it was mainly for the Lazy Susan for Rachel so she can see. And I know my craft desk looks tidy, but it does, I try and keep it tidy because I have a little bit of OCD which drives Andrew mad and drove my family mad, I know, but we can't help it. I have this neat freak inside of me that says you've got to be tidy and that's it. But when I look at Rachel's videos, I just laugh and laugh. Absolutely fantastic how she crafts, and I just wish I could craft like that. But hey, if we were all the same, it wouldn't be. Well, I suppose you can't all be the same really, otherwise the world wouldn't be what it is today if we were. But there you go. I'll leave you with the views that I have and the last look of my Lazy Susan scissor holder. Okay, bye.